What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And of course this video is being made because someone in the comments actually got mad. I don't think they got mad, but they were kind of just like, hey, where was the custom Gwenpool you said in the video? And now it's kind of funny because usually people are like, wait till the end and you can see this, this, and this, and usually they don't show it. And I thought that was pretty funny that I was one of those people now that did that. So of course I will show you guys my custom Gwenpool in this video, and the reason why I didn't show it is because it was just really out of place and it didn't make any sense to go in there, and I kind of wanted to make a whole video based on this type of figure. So here's that video. So anyway, so here's my custom Gwenpool, and as you guys can see, it's pretty good. I did remove the swords for the back of these figures. This isn't the swords I'm using, but this is the custom Gwenpool that I got, and I just kind of removed it so you guys can see that she's very detailed. Of course, I did forget in the actual video that they print on the inside of the figures too. As you guys can see, the black line continues on in the inside, and also if you look below there, there's actually printing on the inside of the boots, which is very impressive. I've never seen a figure like that. Of course, this is my second pad printed figure. The other one was on eBay. I got for Barb, basically the Comic-Con one, which I didn't really like that much. But as you guys can see, the one thing that is not pierced on this figure is the face, and that is kind of what really I don't like about this figure is the face. This Gwenpool is one of the hardest figures to make in Lego, and I've made a lot of figures, but one of the hardest ones in my opinion is definitely Gwenpool. I mean, I don't know why Lego has not made a white ski mask yet for a girl, which even if it was used for like a boy, it would probably work better. But of course this head is actually Nurse Harley Quinn's, but I colored the eyes. So what I've been recently doing, and I'll make a new custom update video, but I've recently made some customs that use decals like this, but this is Yellow Suit Daredevil, which I did paint the top, which was really hard to get because it was the Black Panther piece. But the face is actually the official one, which I usually just go on my phone, and you can do this on yours if you want to, and I just go on there and I open the drawing setting and just draw all this stuff. Now, Daredevil's was actually better because I colored over the whole thing. This has a weird kind of color variation, as you guys can see. It's very darker on the face than here. That's because it was the actual photo that I got. So if you guys really wanted to and had really precise hands like MGF, you could take Nurse Harley Quinn's head, color the purple inside the eyes, and then color a tan mouth. Which I sanded mine off. I don't know why. I think I needed a white head or something. But of course, if you guys don't have this, and you can use the other heads that I do suggest, which is probably the best ones, which is, funny enough, it's Gwen Stacy's, which the Amazing Friends one is better than this one right here. This one just doesn't work that well, in my opinion. And if you wanted to, and you didn't have a Red Hood head for Deadpool, I guess you could use the Spider-Man heads too, because they're very expressive and very big, but I'm not going to do that. The swords, I used Blade's back piece in black, and of course I have two of those now. I have the pad printed one. This is the pad printed one, which I'm pretty happy with, and then of course you can remove them. They're in there pretty nice. But I will give the swords back after this video is filmed. The torso is definitely my least favorite part. I feel like everything else turned out good. It's just the torso. The torso I used is from the Bricktober pack for Harry Potter, which is not the best torso I had. But for what I had at the time, I think it turned out pretty cool. Which instead, I suggest this torso, the space kind of torso. I don't know if the pinks will be aligned, but that's definitely one of the best torsos that's out there. That's pink and white. That's pink and has like buckles and stuff on it, because that's kind of what I didn't like about this, is that it didn't have really buckles. It just kind of had like simple scratches and stuff on it, which I think is okay. It's just pretty simple. The arms are my favorite. They're Nurse Harley Quinn's as well, which they definitely add the pouches on the side of the arms. You guys see on the actual Gwen right here, which is pretty cool. Other than that, the legs are definitely my least favorite part, but they work. The hips are the same as this. I got them from actually the fairy. I got them from like a pink figure. I don't know where I got them from. But the legs are from SDCC Comic Con. The legs, however, you can get them. They're Yelena Belova's legs, I think, in the Black Widow sets, which they're the only white legs that I have in my collection that have buckles on them. Which, of course, definitely the much better legs would be Disco Robin's legs, which have the flesh legs with the white boots, usually captured on Spider-Gwen. Gwenpool in the comic books, as you guys can see. But of course, she wears pink shoes, so some people like me that don't have Disco Robin, they usually use these legs. So the hips are actually where I got those from, and then the legs are the legs that I got. Which, if you guys kind of wanted to see what it would look like with this, and here you go. Of course, the hips, I would use the pink hips instead. But the boots I think would work just fine, but they really don't work. It's just they don't have any buckles, and it's just yellow on them, so that's why I kind of like these. However, as you guys saw on this figure, so since these are newer Legos, the legs on this one are much harder to move than on this one, because as you guys can see, the legs are much more looser. I had to bend the piece to make it fit on here, because it's just like Lego's been doing this quality control of the Lego figures, which of course a lot of people have been noticing with cracks in the feet. My least favorite ones, like I had with Black Widow, are cracks in the torsos, and torsos getting loose after literally just a month, which of course Black Widow was one of the ones that suffered. As you guys can see, that huge crack. I got this figure from the Advent calendar from last year, and this started happening around in January and February, which is kind of insane to me, because now Lego's upping their prices and still producing crappy figures that are gonna get cracked easier, as well as the CMF figures as well. They get cracked easier. That's why a lot of the pieces are loose. Hopefully the price increase is just adding a bit of quality control. So that's why these legs are ridiculously loose as well. She has the guns. That's it for Gwen. However, kind of to make up for my mistake, I decided to make a custom Deadpool as well. So you guys could finally... So if you guys don't have Deadpool or Gwenpool, this is how you make both of them. Deadpool is actually much more simple. So here's the official Deadpool. Which, it's funny because I actually got where the sword piece is. So the sword pieces are from Deadpool, but you can actually get them from a lot of places. Mostly you can just use the black. Just use this piece from Blade. But you could probably find this in your own collection. Torsos from Shang-Chi. A lot of other YouTubers have used this, as well as the Red Hood head on the legs too. So it's a bunch of combining of all the figures. However, if I did have a choice for the legs, I would use Mr. Incredible's legs, so you can get the red boots with black boots. And if you wanted to build a better Deadpool as well, with having boots, you do that. But the torso is from Shang-Chi. The arms are black with red hands, and then the belt is from Man-Bat, and then the legs are just from the integrated Spider-Man suits, and then just some new black guns. So that is it for Gwenpool and Deadpool. However, there is more, because I've actually started making some custom pieces for these people. So recently I've been doing a lot of decals, so of course I've been making my own. So here is a Once Upon a Deadpool book, which is pretty cool. Of course you can open it. It's just a tile printed on here with a white tile on the inside. Pretty nice for the Once Upon a Deadpool movie. Then you have his little ouchie thing, which is pretty nice. Yeah, these are just some random printed accessories that I decided to make for them, and I do have more videos that I will have Deadpool and Gwenpool show up in. Of course, obviously the ones that are definitely better are the official and pad printed. So there is Gwenpool, and then there is Deadpool. Which of course, definitely, obviously, the officials are better, but if you don't have access, which you're definitely not going to have access to the Gwenpool right here, because it's one of the last ones, and I really, Big Kid Bricks is one of those companies that don't restock, even though that they're like, hey, place it when it's available again. I'm still waiting for Kang the Conqueror for Mini Superheroes Today, which that kind of sucked. I kind of wanted that Kang the Conqueror too. But I've actually don't care about that anymore because I've really got one of these cool figures, which I actually like this fig more than Gwenpool, which is funny because I recently also, I was so excited, I skipped over it. I got a card from one of the people that made it. It's Justin Sims, and if you guys want to pause it and read it, I think this is the guy who sent it to me, but of course, yeah, pause and read if you guys want to see it. It's pretty cool, and I like this. It's just, I didn't see it because I was so excited for the figure, but yeah, of course, that is it for this. And if you guys are wondering why, because Deadpool, of course, was made because of this video, why I decided to order a $30 to $40 figure instead of just keeping the great custom I have in the background, it's because I really didn't like how it turned out. There were a lot of things that were flaws, and I would just have to buy more money so I can pay for the parts and be harder, because so I just decided to get the actual figures. So that is it for today's video. Hopefully you guys like it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out and bye.